Welcome back to Real Agency, your source for news on the real estate market and hints on how to find new buyers and sellers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to keep those insights flowing.
And close more deals.
You got it. We're breaking down the latest existing home sales numbers for September 2024, straight from the National Association of Realtors.
Fresh off the press.
Existing home sales, they dipped 1% in September,
Oh.
landed at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 3.84 million. That's also down, get this, 3.5% compared to last September. So what do you think? What's the big picture here? Are we looking at a cooling market, a temporary blip, or is there something else going on?
That's the million-dollar question on every realtor's mind right now, isn't it?
Right.
Well, it's important to remember the sales figure, it's been hovering around the 4 million mark for a while now, so a dip, it's not totally unexpected, but it is definitely worth digging into the factors driving it. The report also shows that the inventory of unsold existing homes, that actually rose.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It went up by 1.5% from August to reach 1.39 million units at the end of September.
Okay.
That translates to a 4.3-month supply at the current sales pace.
More homes on the market, you'd think that would mean prices would drop. But the median existing home price, it still climbed 3% from last year to $404,500.
Yeah.
That's 15 straight months of year-over-year price increases.
Yeah.
How do you explain that?
This is classic supply and demand,
Yeah.
Even though inventory is increasing, demand, it's still outpacing it in many markets.
All right.
So that means even though there are more homes available, there are still plenty of buyers competing for them, which of course keeps those prices up. However, while prices are still rising, the pace of those increases is moderating,
Interesting.
which could be a sign that the market is starting to shift a bit.
Okay, so we have a dip in sales, but prices are still climbing. What's causing the slowdown?
Inner Chief Economist Lawrence Yun, he points to a few key factors.
Okay.
More inventory, buyers have more options, so that could lead to, a longer decision-making process.
Makes sense.
Second, mortgage rates are lower compared to last year, so this could be attracting more buyers, kind of offsetting the impact of rising prices.
Okay.
And third, we have continued job growth, which generally supports a healthy housing market.
Those are all really important factors, but Yoon also pointed to something I hadn't considered. Election hesitation.
Oh, yeah.
He suggests that some potential buyers might be putting off big decisions until after the upcoming election. What could this mean for realtors as we head into the last quarter?
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. The political landscape, it can really influence consumer confidence.
Sure.
And big purchases like homes, they're often affected. For realtors, this means, stay informed about the political climate.
Right.
And think about how it might be affecting buyer sentiment in your local markets. It's another layer of complexity in a market that already has a lot of moving pieces. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So we've got this dip in sales, prices are still going up, and we've got this election hesitation looming. What about first-time buyers? The report says they only made up 26% of sales in September.
Wow.
That ties an all-time low.
Yeah, that is low.
What's happening in this segment of the market?
First-time buyers are really facing a tough situation right now. They're dealing with higher home prices and stricter lending practices. It's kind of a 1-2 punch that makes it much harder for them to enter the market,
Right.
especially when they are competing with more established buyers, with more financial resources.
Any advice for realtors working with this group?
Absolutely. I mean, your expertise and guidance, they're more valuable than ever right now, right? Help these first-time buyers navigate the complexities of financing. Explore, neighborhoods that might be more affordable and get creative with negotiations, right? To help them compete. Remember, real estate, it's local.
So true. National trends are interesting, but, what really matters is what's happening on the ground in our own backyards. Let's talk about those regional variations. We talked about sales and median price trends, but what other regional differences should realtors be aware of?
Regional variations, they go beyond just sales and prices. We see differences in inventory levels, days on market, even the types of properties that are in high demand.
Right.
For example, in the Northeast, with its, higher density in urban centers, we might see stronger demand for condos, townhouses. While in the South, with its sprawling suburbs, there might be more activity in the single-family home market.
Makes sense. Different strokes for different folks, as they say. Now, the West seems to be defying the national trend. With a sales increase in September, what's driving that growth?
The West is an interesting region to watch. Many Western states have seen strong population growth fueled by job opportunities and, lifestyle factors. And that influx of people naturally leads to higher demand for housing.
Of course.
We're also seeing some interesting trends in remote work,
Hmm.
and tech hubs emerging in the West, which can further impact, real estate dynamics.
So realtors in the West might be facing different challenges and opportunities compared to other regions. It's all about recognizing those nuances and adapting your approach accordingly. That's a wrap for this episode of Real Agency. We hope you found this discussion informative, insightful for your real estate business. Be sure to subscribe to the Real Agency channel for more expert analysis and market updates. We'll help you stay ahead of the curve and navigate the ever-changing world of real estate with confidence.
Until next time, happy selling.